All right. Hello and welcome to Let's Build a Website, a new production of the content technologist, a new project that is going to embark on live streaming the process of rebuilding my personal website, deborahcarver.com, every week in 2024. We are going to be live streaming this process every Wednesday from 6:30 to 7:30 PM Eastern. That's 5:30 to 6:30 PM where I'm at, Central Time. And we are going to just follow soup to nuts the whole process that I go through with my clients, but also for my personal brand and just kind of personal business self online. And we're going to go through all the steps that I normally take with clients, except applied to a personal website. Why are we doing this? Number one, DeborahCarper.com fell off the internet last year because my hosting provider got sold to GoDaddy and then they migrated everything to GoDaddy. And I did not follow the appropriate steps to actually migrate my website. And so it fell off the internet, which, as a person who builds websites on behalf of other people, is embarrassing. I have had DeborahCarver.com for a while. And while it was definitely out of date, it did, still have generally my personal info. But now there was nothing. In today's episode, we are going to build a landing page. This is a preview episode. We're actually going to go through the full process of building a website starting in 2 weeks on January 3rd. And we're going to start at the very beginning with strategic thinking around how we're going to plan our website. Because building a website is not just something that you really throw together. I'm going to go through the whole process from strategic thinking to choosing software, choosing our tech stack, to mapping out and site mapping out the whole website, deciding what assets we need, optimizing those assets, creating those assets. Somewhere in the middle, there's definitely going to be a period where I'm figuring out what to put for my personal biography and why I'm putting that on the website. We're going to go through optimization and options for channel distribution and also not options for that. You don't have to be on social media. And actually, one of the things that's really great is if you have a website, you don't need to be on social media at all. You can just have your website, and that stands as your portfolio or your CV, especially if you kind of grew up in the era where it was like, oh, if you put something online, it's forever. I'm sure that many of you thought your professional bylines would be online forever. I definitely thought so too. And it turns out that as publications change and grow, nope, those things don't stick around forever. So it's great to have a personal website to house all of your work or think through all of your work or position it for potential clients, for potential collaborators, and just, have a website up to see what you're all about. We're going to be building the minimum viable product version of the website. So we're not going to be doing a newsletter or blog or e-commerce store even, but we're going to have the foundation. So if you do want to build those things, you can. We're going to help you just create a site that makes sense, that looks good, that is personalized and customizable, but is also not intensely developed or intensely challenging. It is going to be a templated out of the box site. We are going to use mostly low code or no code tools. So I've been building websites since 1997 when I taught myself HTML, but like things have changed a lot since then. Like there was no CSS, which is style sheets. There was no CSS in 1997. It was all just blocks and code. And so I really want to explore some of the new website tech because I haven't, again, I had a version of the site. I think the last time I rebuilt DeborahCardbook.com was in 2015. So it has been quite some time since I've rebuilt a personal website, and a lot has changed about website tech since then. There are a lot of other options, and we're going to explore those. We're going to talk about what those mean and what you need and how to find and build a website that meets your needs. As far as building along together, here's what you can do. Streaming on Wednesdays from 6:30 to 7:30 is always going to be free. So if you want to follow along while the show is on, take notes, record on your own computer, or you can go to buildawebsite.substack.com to sign up for each episode to be mailed to you, and the video contents transcript and summary notes to be mailed to you each week. So if you need more than an hour to build, or if you want to stop at start and you just want to complete the exercise that we do each week together, that can be done at buildawebsite.substack.com. And yeah, it should be a fun time. One of the reasons I'm doing this is because I know a lot of subscribers to my newsletter and other collaborators I work with. Many of you have custom domain names, but don't actually have a website. And so I want to show you how it's not that hard to actually keep up and put up your own website. Yes, there are parts that are maintenance oriented. We're going to go through that. Yes, it's not set it and forget it. There's things that happen. Like I said, my website fell off the internet this year, but it is weirdly more satisfying than just posting on social media and getting reactions. It is definitely more like putting a book together or putting a magazine together than just, straight up posting content. Although it's very different too than a book or a magazine. There's a lot of digital considerations that you don't have to do when you're working with print. And there are others considerations that you do have to follow. I really think that it is one of the most accessible technologies out there if you're willing to put in the time and make a small investment. So yeah, today's episode is pre-recorded. The first couple episodes are going to be pre-recorded because I'm just figuring out this whole live streaming thing. You can tell I'm wearing a different shirt, and in the pre-record, I have really dark circles under my eyes that I worked hard here to mitigate. Although we're gonna look at the lighting setup in the next couple of weeks to see if we can't change any of that. But the yeah, so today we're gonna build a really lo-fi landing page for deborahcarver.com, because as you'll see in my demonstration, up until I built this page in the recording a couple days ago, I just had a server timeout error on deborahcarver.com, which is like the worst thing. And it like specifically calls out, it's like the error is on deborahcarver.com. Like, it was my fault. It was my fault. And again, as someone who does this for a living, like, I really come on, like, it's kind of embarrassing. I can do a website. I can do a website. That's what I do, right? But I want you to come along with me. I'm going to try hard to keep it pretty clean. Although I can tell you that with software, I sometimes curse under my breath when it doesn't do what I want it to do. And because I am self-taught in many ways, legit, I never even took a typing class. I have really poor typing form. I am very self-taught on all things digital. Um, or I learned on the job. So I don't always know the right way to do things, but I know how I do things in software. And I know that software sometimes frustrates me, and then I curse. So other than that, though, we're going to keep it pretty clean. And we're going to keep it focused on building a website and the attendant thought and strategy that goes behind it. At the beginning of each episode, you're going to have a little pre-recorded session like this, where I'm just going to go through the core points of the episode, maybe show you some slides. Like, here's the things that we're going to do today that we hope to do. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the hour actually making the work. So again, you can follow along. You can put it on the background as you're doing something else. It is designed to be a little bit tedious because that's what I like. That's live streaming, right? A lot of people live stream their process. My partner live streamed comics drawing. I'm going to live stream building a website. It's an experiment. We'll see how it works. Thank you for tuning in. Be on YouTube and Twitch at The Content Tech is the name. And we'll also be on LinkedIn at the Content Technologist Company page. I'm still figuring out, again, we're still figuring out the streaming, but those are where the live streams will be sent out to. And then build a website, that's substack.com. That is going to be where you are going to find the notes and recordings. Those are paid. And if we hit a certain threshold of paid subscribers, I will definitely add more features to that. But that is just where those recordings are going to live right now. So with that, let's get started on our first adventure, which is building a landing page, really lo-fi landing page where none existed before. Enjoy. So what we're going to do today is set up a basic landing page that is going to direct you to the live streams for this project and the social media for this project. That's what we're going to do today in this intro. Very exciting stuff, going from connection timed out to something very basic and simple. When we actually build our actual website, we are going to put so much more thought into what goes on the website than we are today. But today, all we need is the links to Let's Build a Website and the social media that I'm building. So I am going to go to, all right, I'm going to go to my landing page builder, which is in a program called MailerLite, which I use to manage a course that I run. Man, it's like landing page builders could be a link tree. You could do and landing page builders are all over the place. You can make them in MailChimp. You could just, search for landing page builder, buy like, or a cheap or low cost landing page builder. It is not hard to find a place where you can just throw up a landing page, an under construction landing page while you're building. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to go over to MailerLite again. It's an email platform that has landing pages. So because it's something I'm already buying and paying for, I'm just going to go to that one. You can use any landing page builder you want. Many social media software, management software has it. A lot of different platforms have landing pages. If you have Google Workspace, you can set up a landing page on Google Workspace. Literally, ConvertKit, almost all those have landing page builders. So we're just gonna build a basic landing page because we are going to want to build a website later. And probably in another episode before this actually officially kicks off, I'm going to go through the differences between having a landing page and having a website. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and build. All right. So, all right. I'm authenticated. I've been logged in. I changed my password. All the security has happened while I paused the recording. But all right. So I am going here to make a really super duper basic landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and create a site. We're going to call it Deborah Carver holding page under construction. We are not going to build a full website today. We are just creating one page that we can put up so we think about it. So we have something on my website. Excuse me. Um, so we have something on the website. All right. So we are not going to build a full website today, and I am not going to use this builder to build a full website, although we can talk about it as an option for sure. But I'm just going to create a single page today, which is going to be under construction. And the whole reason I want to do this is subscriber groups. I actually don't want to even have a subscriber group on this. This software is MailerLite, which is really designed for you to manage a mailing list. I am not using a mailing list on this software. I am going to definitely. So yeah. So what I just did was told MailerLite that I gave it an empty mailing list to match to this web page because I'm not actually having a sign up on the deborahcarver.com under construction webpage as it is. What we are going to do is we are not going to think about it that much today. I am going to look at these really quickly. These all seem like definitely more involved than I even want in this landing page. I really just want this to be as basic as possible and as minimalist as possible. I don't even need to. So I'm actually going to preview this photography one. And guess what? This is going to be super minimalist. And I'm not even going to have all these sections on the site. It's really just going to be, I'm actually going to see what else we have. New book promotion one. Ooh, this one's super basic. I like this one. It's just gonna be black text on a white background. It's got a thing here for the logo. When I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna say new book because hey, making a web series about how to build a website is kind of like the contemporary equivalent of writing a book, right? I mean, it's not the equivalent. Writing a book is a very different thing. Um, but in any anyway, we're not writing a book. We're making a website and we're making a web series about it. It's where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and just make this. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm gonna delete it entirely. Oh, good. Learnings. It says introducing. And what I'm gonna write here is a new project from Deborah Harper. This website is under construction. Wanna watch me build it? I'm gonna say, let's build a website. Is a new project. Deborah Carver and the content technologist. It's streaming live every week, Wednesday in 2024 from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. I'm going to change this color in a second, but all I want to do is just say, okay, this is what we're doing. This website, actually going to say, I'm going to switch this up here. You know why? New personal website. My new personal website. All right. There we go. That copy makes me that it's totally fine for me. Let's build a website is a new project from Deborah Carver and the content technologist. It's streaming live every Wednesday, 2024 from 6:30 to 7:30 at Eastern. Um, watch live. And then we're gonna have YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. I don't know LinkedIn, right? Or builds along very good. Then get transcripts, build along, and watch on demand. Uh, and that's where we're gonna embed the Substack embed in a second. So I'm actually gonna take all of this out. I'm just gonna delete it. Good job. I am literally just deleting everything else on this page. All right. So what I'm going to do here is redo the text styles. I actually have a brand kit in Canva where I'm going to go and the brand color for this particular project is one of the content technologists accent brand colors. So that's what I'm going to use as the font here. I am going to put in I do like Palatino. As far as the font goes, I am going to use, do I have any other slabs? Uh, Blab is the font that, the type of font that I'm using on the main website. We've got Open Sans, we've got Lato, we've got Cabin, Arlo, Noto, Nunito. For God's sake, not Poppins. All right. I'm just going to say it's Noto. I'm going to make light spacing instead of 1.5. I am also going to change this to a medium width, large width, large width. Yes. Medium. This one. This one is medium. This one is still narrow. Wide. Medium. Medium. All right. This website is under construction. I am going to uh and I'm gonna put this has a little emoji button, so I'm gonna go ahead and put an emoji. Construction. I don't want to replace it with construction. I just want to add an additional emoji or and after. Come on. This is actually what I hate about landing page builders. Oh, and this is Writer. This is my spell checker. I'm going to turn it off for the will forever. I'm going to turn that off here, but that's what that was. All right. Construction. I do these. Because if you remember websites from the 90s, you know that we used to have little construction GIFs, and it's like, was just a guy like, digging like a road sign, a construction road sign, and it was like, this is under construction. So there we go. Then we've got some voicey content here. Want to watch me build my own personal website, my new personal website? Watch live, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. Yes, answers. And then I'm going to embed my Substack embed too. All right. I don't like these two fonts together. So I am going to go to heading one style. I am going to change it from black to the content technologist dark gray because I just like that better. I'm not going to use Railway. I'm going to use maybe Lato. Oh, I like Montserrat too. See, like font choice, we're gonna have like a whole thing on font choice later. We're gonna have a whole thing on font choice later. Um, and this save as Lato, Etica? Like this doesn't seem to be changing. This is what I hate about this kind of editor. These really basic landing page editors don't let you do a whole lot with content, like slight, normal, and a little bit of letter space. Oh, and this is probably that's actually because it might not be. Yeah, H1. All right, there we go. H1. Let's make it 60. Why is that not working? This is actually really great because you're going to see me. This is me building in real time. This is a great preview of what this will be. Georgia, is that okay? Yeah. Okay. I didn't apply my settings from before. Okay. Now these are huge. Back to like 46. Why is there a huge space? And this was text and it wasn't railway. I wanted it to be, what did I want it to be? Lato? Lato. The color is going to be 443. The content technologist gray. I'm actually going to use this as 5E4 D93. 5E4 D93, which is a color I picked out ahead of time to represent this project. It's one of the content technologist active colors. I know I said that earlier. I just want to make and apply to all newly added blocks too. Okay. I don't know why there is a giant space right here. Is it top spacing? That's probably why. Bottom spacing. Then on this block, should be build my new personal website. Nope. Okay. I don't know why this is. So yeah, this is a WYSIWYG. I hate this kind of stuff. This is okay. Let's reveal my new personal website. Go to the content here. Make that wide too. I don't know why there's this giant space right here, but I don't necessarily want it to be Georgia. I don't want it to be Open Sands either, but we don't have that many. Slab. Okay. Roboto slab. What about Roboto apply? All right. This is actually, these are the styles that I am completely comfortable with. It does not have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty. It is just a placeholder page that is meant to be a little bit ugly, actually, because it's like, okay, come watch me build my new personal website. Let's Build a Website is a new project from Deborah Carver and the content technologist. It's streaming live every Wednesday, 2024. Hold up. Great. I like this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save, even though okay. Oh, the background font is Railway. We're gonna make all the fonts Roboto Slab. Got it. God, this is pain. It'll be over soon. Yes, forget. We're not going to use this website builder after today. We're going to do things that make us feel more fun and exciting. All right. So I'm going to change the button color on this website to my previously selected brand color, which is 5E4D93. E4D93. Oh, wait, shit. All right. Actually, ooh, a countdown. I'm not gonna mess with that today. Sorry, guys. All right. The background, I am also going to change to the content technologist light colored background, which is, which one's that? Light colored background, blue, which is E5, EFF5. EFF5. There we go. I want to watch me build my new personal web. It's not white anymore. That's fine with me. There's a new project from Deborah Carver. Watch out, demand. All right. All right. I am comfortable with this. I don't love the amount of space between everything. Oh, it's probably at this top spacing. See, there we go. Okay. So, about this one. Settings, the blocks. Okay. Got some settings. We've got some regular spacing. Love regular spacing. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like without any links. So now I'm going to add my links to the page. I don't actually know. Let's see. So it's going to be Twitch, the content. Yes. All right. Twitch, the content tech right here. Twitch is going to go here. YouTube.com. Like, yeah. content here on LinkedIn. All right. And we're going to get trips build along and watch on demand. And we are going to find that content in the Substack that I sent up. Build a website.substack.com. Publication detail. All right. So we are uh, a podcast website notification boost referrals domain. Where is the embed? Where's my embed? Where's my embed? Sorry, you guys aren't seeing this because I'm in the back end of my Substack and you don't really need to see it. Actually, I can go ahead and share my tab. All right, let's build a website. Embed. There we go. Embed. This is it. Got my embed. Okay. Back here. Back to the website. Got the embed. Let's put it on the website. HTML code in here. All right. I'm going to add a block to this WYSIWYG website builder. Add my custom HTML code. Save that. Experts only. Mm. All right. Save. All right. Let's preview this. Review. All right. It looks really weird in the preview. So here's what I want to do is I would like to uh, I've got to change that anyway. All right, I'm gonna go back. This I'm gonna go back to see if I can just have an embed and look like I will probably terrible. Yeah. We need to get rid of this space, number one. And we need to make this look normal, number two. Those are the two things we're gonna troubleshoot before the end of this stream is done. Why is this giant piece of space here? That's some kind of wide header. It's probably some kind of wide header. Regular space. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I went in here and I adjusted the spacing. Again, we are not going to be working in this page builder because I do not like it. This is a temporary page builder. Okay. So we've got, can I do this just not in HTML? And can I add some HTML into, can I just add this HTML into this? Yeah. There we go. At work. Right. This is what my old websites used to look like. All this kind of stuff. Yeah. That's what my old websites used to look like. Gonna go ahead and next this. Then how do I toggle back from HTML mode to how do I toggle from HTML mode to normal mode, normal build mode? There. Go ahead and preview where we're at. Just because if I can press publish and it looks fine, I don't need it to look perfect in the preview. All right, get transcripts, build along, and watch on demand. I am going to go back and make sure that we are centered here. But other than that, we're going to make sure that we are centered in this. Yeah, this is the weird Substack embedder that not letting me center. Okay. I'm going to go back and I'm going to use some of my old HTML. Center. I think this is deprecated HTML, so it might not even work, but we're going to try. So, yeah, when I used to build websites, and this is really great. This is what all websites actually look like. They're all just computer code. They're all just HTML. That is when the computer reads it, it puts out a program that makes it look nice and pretty. But really, it is just HTML or JavaScript or a code language on the back end so that then on the front end, it will be visible. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and preview it again. See, did that mess everything up? This is what this is why people don't build websites because it seems pretty terrible. Okay. This looks weird. I'm going to go ahead and change that in Substack. That is a Substack thing, but I am perfectly happy to just have this look a little bit weird right now. And in fact, going to make a little cheeky acknowledgement of that. All right. HTML. I promise. This sad interim page. Build along the transcripts, build along, and watch on demand at Let's Build a Website. Great. Okay. And a sad interim landing page. This website is under construction. Da, 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 da. Everything looks fine. I am okay with this not being blue right now. I'm going to go ahead and preview it one more time. Again, passable landing page. Better than nothing. The mobile looks a little weird. That's because I centered it. That's because I used the center tag. Oops. That's because I used a center tag, which, like I said, is very deprecated. So I need to actually go back and take it out of the center tag and say align equals center. Think that's what I wanted to say. And align. This isn't even a very good code editor because, like, now code editors tell you when you have errors in them and all kinds of things. And actually, what if I just like this and the background is going to be, I'm going to change this background to my brand color background, which is E5, EFF5, E5, EFF5. We're again going to talk about fonts, colors, all this stuff. Preview it, see how it looks. It's not the worst. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, preview it like that. Extremely lo-fi, but it accomplishes what it is meant to accomplish. Got our 3 links here where things will be live streamed. We've got the Substack where you can get transcripts, bid along, and watch on demand. It took away the rest of the Substack intro. I'm okay with that because you know what? It already has an intro. This is going to be our landing page. So we are going to press save and publish. Hey, all right. So I don't have a favicon yet. I will add that at some point. The page title is deborahthecarver.com. Let's build a website. You don't ever need to add in page keywords, but again, this is just a landing page. We are going to allow search engines to index it. And I am going to use the same boilerplate copy that I am using on my Substack for the meta description. Um, until it's done. Watch live and build along. Great. All right. I will put analytics on this to see who is coming, but I am going to go ahead, save and continue. Great. All right. One of the last things I am going to do is change my domain name. Here's the thing. I am going to do this offline. I'm going to figure out a good way to add domains to this. Oh, let's see. Authenticate. Yeah. So here's the thing. Live streaming the domain name stuff is potentially not so great for security, which is unfortunate because it is one of the hardest parts of doing the website. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Cloudflare, where my domain is hosted, and I am going to authenticate my domain name. And then I am going to add the domain name to this site so that when someone goes to deborahcarver.com, they get the landing page. All right. So we have had some success in that deborahcarver.com is now live. So if you go to, I go over here, we're going to go to a new screen share my screen. We're going to go to deborahcarver.com. Let's build a website. Check it out. Hey, look, it's deborahcarver.com. Here we are live. So, yeah, we put up kind of a crappy landing page in about an hour and sent it to deborahcarver.com. Hey, something is there, which is better than nothing. Now we're going to get planning for the rest of the project, and the first real actual live stream will be kicking off on January 3rd at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central, my time, Central Time. And I am excited, and we'll see you there. Okay, thanks for joining. Bye.